this? I've gone and messed with my sewing room again. Can't help myself, can I? So what I've done is I used to have this table along there, which gave me a bigger walkway, which that's still big. I can walk through that. But I've turned it round, A, so I can look out the window, but B, it means if I want to turn this table round to its full extent and have it pointing into the room so I can get around both sides, then I can do that. I mean, it's not really going to be very often I'll do that, but it just gives me a bit more space when I'm standing there working, because obviously I can go right up to here without any interference, and I can go all the way down here. So, I mean, the only shame is I can't get down the end there, but to be honest, it's going to be very rare that I'm going to have patterns that big that I can't. But this is out at the moment. Obviously, when it's not out, it folds down to there, so I'd have all that extra space. I've just got my pattern little table there that just moves in and out of the way when I fold the leg down. But I'm really chuffed with how this has worked out now, because it fits there. And when I've got my QT frame on, I use that machine anyway, so what I'll do is I'll turn this round so it goes back to there, and that means then I can have my QT frame on, because obviously if I'm quilting I don't really need access to this until I'm squaring the quilt up, in which case then I'll put that machine back because I'll need it for binding. What I did as well, I moved that tower over there, because it was over there and it was a bit of a pain to get up all the time, but now it's there, so it's much more sort of ergonomic having it there. It fits under that table brilliantly. I'm chuffed with that. I've got all my other boxes and that all stored. I know what's under there. It's stuff that I don't really go to very often and things like that. I've got my other little brother machine stored there and my spare iron over there. The iron that you've bought me is up there in its little box. I'm using this one for the time being just to get used to it, but obviously the little one's going to come in handy because I'm thinking of having it there. So if I'm doing something like FPP, I'll get the little one out, I'll have it set there on me June Quilter's cut and press, because that's great. I need to wash. That's great for when you're just doing little, lots of FPP, having to set the thing all the time. So that works perfectly. So I'm dead chuffed with that. This light is going to give me loads of light behind me, which is what I was struggling with, or over there if I need it when I'm cutting out. So that's really good. I've moved this drawer. These are stick-on drawers I got from Amazon, so I've moved that there to have all my essential bits and bobs to hand, so I can just sit around all the time. And I've moved all my sewing machine feet into these little drawers rather than have the big box out on the table, so they're great, so they're fine. And when I turn this table round, I've set that one far back so this doesn't get in the way, so that's fine. I've got I can access all my like interfacings now a bit easier, and my fabrics, because obviously I couldn't really get into the boxes of fabrics I've got there, so that's good. And then what I've done is I've put all my bolts over here. I've just put the lid on for now to keep the dust off, because these were all stuck right in the corner, and I thought, oh, I keep on forgetting I've got them there. So I've got all my bolts of fabric there. I've just had to move this along a bit, but there's still enough room to store my Gemini there. I can either use it there because it is plugged in, it's standing on the plates now to keep the plates, or I can move it elsewhere. So I've got my big wool mat here that you bought me, which is great, so I will get off my arse and do a bit of iron, but at least I've only got to go to here. And then I've got my other little wool mat there if I need it for embroidery. I've got my embroidery machine there. I need to move that quilt kit out the way. Yeah, so I'm really chuffed with it now, and I've got like loads of light, and also I've got easy access to me thing, so if I'm watching stuff all the time I can really extend that arm out without having to keep getting up all the time, because I'm watching these short little 20-minute videos. I have to keep on getting up to skip the adverts and everything. So that's what I'll just turn the light off, and so you can see how it's really cozy when everything's just sort of there. It's really cozy. I just love just that one little tweak, you know what I mean, and it just makes it look like, because I mean I can sit and look out the window now because I was just looking at that all the time. It stressed me out. But at least, I mean, that doesn't fit perfect there. My chair's there as well. I've got everything to hand. So, when you just like do something and you just like, I was just sitting downstairs having a bit of a brainwave. My brain was working for once, and I thought, oh, I absolutely love it now. I'm just so excited. I think it's given me my sojo back today. So yeah, but I think I really need to stop buying stuff now, because I think I've filled this room with everything that a sewist and a quilter absolutely needs. I don't think I need anything else other than I've ordered some black wire baskets to just carry on. I'm going to move that quilt down a bit, put the baskets along that line there. They've actually got like a paper roller on, so see these here, these and these, they can hang on the paper roller, so I can just pull it off rather than keep them rolled up. So I'm going to move that little quilt thing down. The baskets will just go level there. They're coming tomorrow. And I can put other stuff in there as well, so I might put some of me other bits and bobs that I don't use a lot in there, or I might put my overlocker threads in there or something, because I can't really access them at the moment. They're hidden down there in that brown box right under there, so I thought I might put my overlocker threads out as well, which will look nice, and hang me heat and bond rails up, or me bonder web rolls up as well. Yeah, so I'm quite happy now with the whole thing, other than I've still got these hanging there reminding me I need to quilt, so I'll have to go anyway.